Oh, yeah.
Ask the wizard for a small quest and complete it for an extra 1,000 bonus challenge.
From who?
ABZ, of course.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm with it.
All right, we'll think about which.
He knows because of the dedication that we put in. Oh my god, look at the wizard's hat just sitting on the desk.
Oh,
magical is that,
my dude.
And he's sitting there, I see him. Oh, maybe look through the window.
Oh, the wizard!
The wizard!
Oh my god. Dude, the fucking wizard, bro. I can't wait for this.
ABC, bro. The fact
Looks like fucking Hogwarts in there.
Bro, this is mystical.
Welcome, I found you here finally.
Oh my god.
Nice to finally meet you.
I put myself in. I don't usually wear this at the door, you know, or in the bath or in the garden, only when I'm out in public. But how do you want to pick
Nice to meet you, wizard.
Oh, this is Matthew.
Yeah, come on in there.
Oh, thank you so much. Shall we take my shoes off?
No, this place is a mess anyway. It's part of an exhibition coming down and books and...
Wow. Sit there.
Oh man, hey, he's having a... Do you mind if I have a smoke in here with you?
Oh, I'm smoking too, yes.
All right, let's smoke together, wizard man.
I'm not into that sort of negative stuff. I'm not a Puritan.
So I can smoke?
Yeah.
All right, Ben. Do motherfucking ass. All right.
I wouldn't recommend...
No, he told me. He says he's not a Puritan.
It's one of those things.
Would you like one?
Dangerous. No, thanks. No.
Okay.
The copying America rather than their own history, their own tradition. The British, they hate the British, they love the Americans. That's all nonsense. Only the not ordinary people. This is the spot, and they don't like the.
Because it helps people navigate down a straight path, right? And it helps people like be nice.
Let's get this
You
Wi-Fi
can't live
on.
without useful fictions. Whether it's currency, no currency isn't illegal. It's invented, and it goes. The bank issues it, and you trust it until it goes bust, and then you're in trouble. But basically, everything that we have is a mixture of subjective. We believe in it, trust this, and the other is what we come up against in the material world. Einstein made it quite clear that the material world is a temporary phenomenon, and only some vibes become material. Other vibes are higher than material level, which are the ones that I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with vibes that are much above the material level. What we call spells, or you can do it through speeches where you influence a crowd to become Nazis or communists or Christians, whatever it is you do. So the world's shifting. It's always in some sort of turmoil. And we've gone to a very bad period now where the control of communications gone into the hands of a very small number of people. Yeah. The World Economic Forum, the Communist Party of China, and the United Nations agencies, and they're now controlling the communication system. So you can find ways to dodge around it.
So we are actually we're back. I didn't even need the wizard Wi-Fi. We got telly blocked for a second. Sorry, guys.
Very good.
Just so everybody knows, he said I could smoke in here, so that's chilling. So,
of course, I'm very keen. Anyone breaks the law in ways that are quite harmless to others. People get so upset at little tiny things, they go crazy.
They do.
But they're frenzy, just like the Puritans are everywhere now. Puritans, fun. So I began the fun revolution in 1968.
What are you smoking on there? A cigar? What are you smoking on there? Cigar?
Yeah, a little cigarillo. Yeah, I can afford them. They're very expensive, but better than nothing.
Hey, cigarillos, that's some real. That's cool shit, man. That's real G shit. So,
like a hippie there. I used to be in the hippie crowd, but I wouldn't go for drugs or except cigars and whiskey, and I wouldn't go for sexual promiscuity because it causes so much damage, and it isn't easy to. Sex is a very dangerous thing to play with, I reckon. I'd stay single if I was a woman or a man today. It's wiser to keep out of it.
What do you think the problems are with sex?
It bonds people together. They get bonded. Women get like a limpet on a man, especially at the early stages. And then if you break that bond, they suffer terrible psychological damage. So deserting a woman who's gone soft on you is very cruel.
So how old are you?
And the man, I'm 90 at the moment. But when a man goes into the bond, he becomes a servile worshipper of women. And he then becomes a wimp and betrays other men. So can't trust them either. But those that are proud to be men and stay with the male group, basically, most of the time, and treat women as needing protection rather than be corrupted, are my sort of people. I'm very much into the Boy Scout background, really. That's my original background. I don't like mixing boys and girls together when they're young, though, except under strict conditions, like we have formal occasions and dances that are supervised. So I'm not into freedom of that type.
I can see why that is a thing, because you've got to develop a masculine sense of yourself before you can...
And if your father leaves home, what happens to those poor kids when a father takes off? It's terrible.
Or when a father doesn't know how to be a father, right?
Well, they're pretty hopeless, because they don't want to upset the kids. So you must upset the kids. The kids are going to hate you anyway, so you put up with that. As long as you're there for them. Yeah. Like a mother, the same thing. Puts up with these kids. I was a terrible brat when Mother put up with it.
So just so you know, since we're live streaming, we have about 20,000 people watching.
Really?
20,000 individuals watching.
Where in the UK or America or where?
Well, he's from the UK. I'm from Texas, America.
And the viewers
Texas
are from
my
around the
favourite state, Texas.
How did I know you would say
Why
that?
wouldn't they go independent with Lone Star State? And they've even got monarchist groups in Texas. Can you believe that?
What's
Wonderful.
that?
They've got Texas. What a fantastic county! Is it? What a state to be in.
You said they had Monica. What? Monica?
They have got monarchist societies there who like the idea of monarchy. Most Americans are horrified at the mere thought of a monarch. But monarchs work really well because you may get a bad monarch, but average you get 3 out of 5 are quite good. But under the republics, you get bad party leaders every bloody time, except for a miracle. Like Teddy Roosevelt. The last president I really liked was Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay.
And he wanted to have an empire, which he should have done because they had the power. Because he built the Panama Canal, he did all these marvellous things.
And he was really influential, and he changed things.
Oh, he really was.
So tell me the story of how you became a wizard.
Well, it was a kind of a useful fiction again. I was at university, and I was the first academic social scientist in Australia, Australasia, 1967. They opened a department of social science up in University of New South Wales in Sydney. Mm-hmm. They couldn't find anyone who had a degree of that type except me, and I was not doing social. I was running a festivals of the arts and music groups and film societies and starting film appreciation groups. I was trying to promote the arts, and we had our own festival, big festival in Western Australia, way away from everywhere else, mostly local import, not imported big names. A bit like the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh. That's where I started. I was doing that when they changed, the boss retired, a new boss came in, and he wasn't interested in the arts, he wanted to do business conferences, so I said, well, I can't stay here, I come all back to Australia to do this job. And by the way, that was very interesting because I just graduated. I was 31 years old, and there were no postgraduate grants for anyone over 30, none at all. Now, they'd be the best ones to give, because these guys mean business when you get to that age. Nope, so couldn't find any postgraduate work. Then I saw they wanted to get this grant to look after the community arts in the state of Western, which is bigger than Texas, the state of Western Australia. And it was, attended lectureship. What? I've just graduated, for God's sake. Anyway, I took up the job, went there, fantastic time, enjoyed it till the change came. Then I was forced to move out, so I moved to Sydney. I gave up this on the promise I'd been made a lecturer within a year. And I was to do a PhD thesis just to put in the time, it didn't have discussion. Then my professor, who was a Marxist, realised he hadn't got a Marxist, he called himself a Weberian. Now, Weber is interested in charisma and religion, and the power of personality. Marx hates personality, hates religion, and was able to be controlled by the party. So it didn't work. He couldn't say any much, but he just made quite sure that I was dismissed for insufficient progress, but there was no meetings took place between me and him. He didn't say where it was insufficient. He simply overruled me. The popular award didn't upset him, so they agreed, and they saw the most chance. He said, "This is terrible. Your career has been destroyed. What can we do? I won't take to court." I said, "I don't want to go to court. I hate going to court. That makes everyone hate everybody else. So what can we do? I think there's a way out of this."
I think it's funny that you said you like the monarchy system, because it's funny you say that, because I like it too.
Yeah.
I just came from Thailand, actually, and I saw
yes, another good example.
Great monarchy there, because
without that, what would have happened in Thailand? I don't have to think about it.
Who knows? Because I saw these buffoons. They were. There's one guy, I heard the story. He gave a lap dance to his girlfriend in a restaurant. Complete buffoon, right? And then the monarchy jailed him. Yeah. So and
also look at our stability. Where were we in 1939? Where were the French? Where were the Germans? Where were the Russians? What was going on? The only people who thought something had to be done hadn't to think, so it was the British. And they was an empire. It wasn't the British, it wasn't the English. English is just a small part of the group. It's the most interesting part because they've got this marvellous language and their love of law and humour and jokes is important. But it was that particular remarkable thing, which isn't a democracy, which can easily become dictatorship very quickly, did in Greece. Wherever else we tried, democracy doesn't work. But if you have a democratic input to a system which is more stable, which involves with land ownings and with the past history and know about politics, then the other lot have to put some trust in the House of Lords, House of Commons, and so on, and the monarchy as, shall we say, another element in their mixture, not just the people's will, because otherwise Hitler comes along, people's will, Stalin, people's will and stuff. Now, the people's will is a useful fiction invented by Rousseau, virtually. Mm-hmm. It's just a useful fiction, isn't true or false. Mm-hmm. And Divine Right of Kings, another useful fiction. So I don't like Divine Right of Kings too much, but still, it was a useful fiction at a certain time in history, blah, blah, blah. So you look at this and say, well, I arrived at the university, this happened, and I said to the Vice-Chancellor, look, I want to start on the campus because I started what I call a fun revolution, which meant we had big meetings. There was no chairman to the meeting. I'd copied the American black churches for the idea of how to do this. And we made it into an emotional occasion, not one in which motions were passed. If you pass any motions, they'll go straight in the bin, because that's what really happens anyway. So why pretend it matters what you think? Everybody's students.
Fuck 'em.
We invited the Vice-Chancellor in too, and he got up and said, I feel the same as you do. I said, this place has become a bureaucratic nightmare.
Yeah.
And so he was in the same boat we're all in.
So I have an opportunity that I would like to offer to you. Do you want an opportunity to maybe win some money?
I've been frustrated. I've got so much I can do, and I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm trapped with complete.
Why? What happened?
Well, I stood for mayor, for example, in the recent elections. Now, I'm the best-known person in Christchurch by far, and I'm known for my speaking skills and my knowledge and my lack of any criminal offences. My career as an RAF officer, when I ran a flying of 2 sets of meteor jets. I mean, I've done all sorts of. There's nothing in my record to say anything except that some people want to get rid of me because I stand in there. They like me more.
What things have they been mad about that you've done?
The main thing is people like me, but they like them, and they get very angry when it happens. So they must get rid of it. So in a firm, if you're more popular than the boss, you're going to be gone.
Because I was speaking to some people because we were trying to find you for all day, and they said, "Oh yeah, I don't know if the wizard's around anymore. He got cancelled." They are told.
I was cancelled, and they told people I wasn't around anyway. I'd left.
They're hiding
all
you.
The time.
They're hiding you.
They're lying.
What happened?
I was just nothing. I just thought they just didn't like my vibe. The answer was they did not like my vibe.
Yeah.
Now I explained to them. I'm interested in Einstein's theory of vibrations, becoming matter, and so on. Mm-hmm. I actually understand what the vibration theory is. They don't. They just, we've got the right vibe and he's got the wrong vibe. The wrong vibe was that I'm still loyal to the founders of Christchurch, who were the most remarkable people. They were romantics.
Yeah.
They left England, gentlemen and their servants, and also lots of craftsmen, to build a different world here on an agricultural base, not based on military or mercantile activities or upon sort of manufacturing. It was all about living in a kind of Tolkien world in the South Island. They loved the idea of the great romantic poets, and they wanted to get away from Europe, which was getting worse and worse. So they came out here and built this place, and within a few years they built Gothic this and Gothic that, Neo-Gothic the other, and a big cathedral, and the first university, and the first cathedral. It was a wonderful place, a cultural centre. Then the other places came. One was for the manufacturing up in Auckland, the other one was for bureaucracy in Wellington. So we've got bureaucracy specialising in Wellington, money in Auckland, and culture in Christchurch. Yeah. I love culture. I'm not interested in money or power, but culture is what I live by. Lovely music, paintings, beautiful architecture. So I would naturally be attracted. And also they had a beloved square here. There was no other squares in Australasia, not one in Australia. That one square was a theatre. And it was just been cleared of the trams and things. It was all empty, and they didn't know what to do with it. So I turned up in the square and began to speak. And they said, you can't speak in the square. Why not? I'm not using loudspeakers, not swearing, because you have to have a licence to speak. What? So I defied the licence to speak, and they tried to arrest me every day. But every day I thought of another way, which they couldn't go to court without being laughed at. What I'd wear. I spoke in other languages. I spoke, and the crowd went and argued back the same way. It's all on one page of paper. Every day the paper had more. What's going to happen tomorrow in the bloody square? It got bigger and bigger. It got the overseas guidebooks. And the tourists were coming in. And I said, look, I'm bringing tourists to you to help the community. You're rocking the boat down. But I'm loyal to your founding father. I'm not some left-wing weirdo or some, American stooge. I'm here to represent the old values.
What do you think of Trump?
Lovely, I love Trump. Yeah.
What do you think about Joe Biden?
Mafia, crook. The
I
whole
agree,
thing's crooked from start to finish. They're corrupt. They betray their own country. The Democrat Party wants to have one-party rule. They're trying to destroy the idea of two parties. I mean, it's in the Constitution, the American Constitution. It was an attempt to do better than the British, and it failed. It's not better than the British Constitution. A constitutional monarchy is even better than a constitutional republic. And America is not a democracy, it's a constitutional republic, which is a different thing.
What do you think about, like, in America, the SJW, like, blue hair, like
the people that tried to cancel everyone, say that, like...
Well, they're just Puritans. America's got a history of Puritanism,
100 genders, stuff like that.
Everything. They just love to be Puritans. They love to cancel people. They love to harm people, because Americans love to hate. They began in hating the British monarchy as a tyrant. George III was nothing like a bloody tyrant. Oh, the tax on tea, that's it. Meanwhile, the French helped them, because the French were our enemies, and the French were trying to beat us, so it happened to suit the French to bankrupt themselves helping America. It wasn't their revolution, it was the French Revolution, carried out in America. And when they got their independence, what did they invade Canada? I mean, this is the so-called freedom, and they just invade another country. But they got beaten back, and they burned the White House. It was good fun. But so that whole thing, American Dream, is a fake. It is a complete phony, and it's falling apart right now.
It is.
Because they destroyed the empire in 1945 when Roosevelt, who did not want to go to war against the Nazis, he tried to avoid anything to do with the war with Nazis. He hoped that the Nazis and the communists and the British would all be weakened and America would be the big power. But Hitler declared war on America and spoiled his plans. Then he had to say, we'll take over the war. So instead of being British Empire versus Nazis, it became the United Nations versus the Nazis. Who the hell the United Nations are? It ends out one of them's a communist state. And they let that state join the United Nations with the power of veto. A communist state was as bad as the Nazis.
Yeah, fuck that
And that was Roosevelt. Bloody Roosevelt. What a crook he was. Not the good one, the bad one.
Aren't there two veto states that are communist? China and Russia, both veto-powered in the United Nations, no?
Well, China wasn't in to begin with, was it? No, but Russia, as Russia lessened because the Chinese came into more, and they did it through they're not on the Security Council.
So which place in the world do you hate most and like most?
Well, it's a matter of fear versus realistic hope, isn't it? I'm frightened of America. It could collapse. And they were in terrible trouble then. We're all in great mess. America's got control of the world economy after the war, and they control the world currency, and they're throwing it all away. And they were so hateful of the British, they did all they could to join with the Russians and destroy our empire. Well-governed, perfectly good empire, worked very well, and they said all colonies must have independence. All colonies, good or bad, Russian or communist, didn't matter. Now our colonies were coming along very nicely. They're getting proper democracy, they're getting schools, they're getting proper railways. Africa was beginning to flourish under the British. Same in India. India was doing very well. So they've said, no, we've got to throw you out and we're going to have rule by India. Now, there's no Indians. There's no such thing as an Indian. They're Muslims, Hindus, Jains, they're all different peoples. Yeah. The Muslims ran them, and then we took over from the Muslims, and it was a pretty good state. And they were giving, in every school was teaching the values of national independence, how important it is to be independent of control, but not completely independent. You join as a friend, like a Commonwealth member, where you're a friendly join. You asked if you can join, they say, well, all right, then if you ask nicely, you can join the British Commonwealth. So when you volunteer to join, that's not exactly an empire, the other type, is it? The old type where you would just bully your way through. And the reason the British went to India was for trading, not to control anybody. They wanted to make money. And they put in their nice little trading operations. Everyone was very happy, like Singapore. And there was a bit of trouble from a local Raja. So they said, well, we'll help you put him down. So next thing we know is we built this little network of Muslim and Hindu rulers with the British, all working together. Their sons go to Oxford, Eton and so on. So it all worked out very nice until this nationalism started, which was fermented by the Brahmins. Now, Brahmins are intellectuals, and I do not trust intellectuals in any way. Whatever sort they are, priestly or intellectual, you can't trust intellectuals. They've got no sense. They've never lived in the real world. They live in this fantasy world. They get crazy ideas. And Gandhi did the right thing in South Africa when he said, in the name of the king, I'm not going to fill in these. I'm not going to have you're not going to get my fingerprint on the form. So he had a big battle in South Africa and got them. They didn't have to have fingerprints on passports because they said it's only me objecting. He said, just me. And they said, we're going to join you. All right, then you can join me, but it's me doing this as a trained lawyer. Therefore, he knew what he was doing. But when he got to India, he said, India now versus the British Empire. He suddenly changed tune. No longer the king and the empire. It was now India, which meant he joined the enemies.
What do you think about something like extraterrestrial life?
I don't know. I'm not very interested in it, quite frankly, unless they're just interesting. If they turn up and they're good at music or philosophy, I'll be interested. But quite frankly, to me, it's a bit of a bore. But there's weird stuff going on. There is truly weird things happening. But I allow for fairies, ghosts. I don't really care. So I don't interfere with me. I leave them alone.
But fairies and everything.
Yeah.
They exist, obviously.
Nature spirits of various types, vibrations that we don't understand, coincidences. I've had so many strange coincidences. You must read my stuff on my website. There's stuff about I cast a spell in 4 humours: phlegmatic, choleric,
pragmatic,
phlegmatic,
okay,
choleric, melancholic, and sanguine. Now, the sanguine is the one I have. Sanguine
Can you teach us a spell?
It's there on the. It's a written spell. I can't do it. I like to do it in music, but I do liken it to classical music, in that there has movements that go through, and mood changes. You start off by being phlegmatic, you're just a peasant, you're enduring what happens. Tradition guides you, and tradition is a very good guide.
What is the spell like? How do you read it out? Can you?
I can't read it out. It really is just a word spell at this stage, because I've got no facility. I can't use anything to do this. If I had money and power, I'd do wonderful things, but it isn't like that.
Well, I can help with that. So, but what is the spell?
It's just 4. It's a 4 steps based on the 4 humours, and it goes from. It takes us in the end to the battle of the 2 wizards. There are 2 wizards fighting it out. There's me and there's Klaus Schwab. Now, Klaus Schwab and I had a similar life, very similar dates come up. He's a Nazi from a Nazi family. He's also an engineer, so he's interested in mechanics and like that. He wants to alter human beings who aren't good enough by putting in inserts into their brains and all that stuff. He also understands emotional conditioning. Now, the communists discovered emotional conditioning. Well, it was there under Pavlov, but they found out why bother trying to change their minds when you can change their emotions. So the neo-Marxists realised you must make people hate their own government and their own history, and then you can do what you like with them.
Because then they're moldable.
Then they're vulnerable. They're like sheep. You've got sheep in a field. All human beings are not equal. There's strong-minded ones and there's weak-minded ones. And there's a hierarchy of domination, if you like, which is always there. I'm a very dominant male, which is why I don't do what I'm told by people all the time. And I'm not controlled by a woman. The woman in my life is actually in a spell that I've cast on her, and she's in the spell. She gets more independent. It's taken her so many years. 1971, she fell in love, and since then, I'm trying to get her to get further away slightly, but she's such a valuable input. I like to say alchemical marriage. The only thing we want is males and females to relate on their personality level, not because one has babies for the other one or one does the work, but because something about the brains, the female brain, the yin and the yang is very important. If they can be balanced, it's an incredible, powerful thing comes out of it. It's the opposite of the trance movement. It's where they come together at a high level, not at the very highest level. And the male can, from this, he can develop his female side without becoming feminine, and the male can develop a masculine side without becoming masculine. So they still retain the effect they have on other people who haven't yet changed their image. So that's my idea, the androgynes. Great Christian literature on the androgynes. Because Jesus was like that with Mary Magdalene. If I can see, there was something going on there that was in that. That's where they turned her into a prostitute and made her. She wasn't important. Bus at the church, a bloody priest. I was at it. Anyway, Jesus did not like the priests. Maybe forget, Jesus did not trust priests. It's so good and obvious. But I like prophets, and when I came to Christ, I claimed I was a postmodern prophet. Now, if you're postmodern, you don't have any set beliefs, and you can use police in the past. So I announced that as a postmodern prophet, the Church of England needs some reform, and it was very important to do that as soon as possible. They forgot about the ordinary people. They were closing down churches, things like COVID, which was a minor thing. And they built more and more bureaucratic establishments. There's a bit more and more bureaucrats in the church and fewer priests. It's going that way.
So I have an opportunity that I wanted to provide to you. There is a game on my phone. It's called Merlin. Power of Merlin.
Yeah.
You're familiar with Merlin, right?
Absolutely.
The history.
Northern, yeah.
So, basically what it is if you click this button right here, Merlin will provide you with either nothing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Monetary.
Of monetary value.
Oh dear.
Are you interested in...
Obviously, not mine.
No loss for you. Only there's no loss for you.
There's no money involved. There's no money. It's if you are not interested in that. It's just about power. The power of Merlin.
Now, power does interest me, but I want power to love, not power to get rich or materially wealthy.
I mean, it's.
I can't put out my spells of love, logic, levity without power, and I have no power at the moment.
How do you want to get your? You need money to get power, right?
You need influence.
No, power gets you money.
So the power of Merlin,
you control of people, then you get the money next.
This game will give you the power of Merlin. It's a good luck game.
Oh, well, send me it on the...
And if you would like to partake,
push the button.
I would please like you to push
the
button. See this button right here? Here, can I maybe just like...
This is weird.
So this is a spell that was created by an underground network of wizards. It's an underground network of wizards and Merlins.
Yeah, as long as they're not counterculture, though. They must go with their own culture, or they become dangerous. They become the traitors of their own culture. Even the American idea of a constitutional republic, they should be loyal to that while it's there. But they should push to wars on all the time. They're about to get suicide with the muskets.
All right, we're on the wizard Wi-Fi.
Ready to go?
So now we're ready to go. Are you ready to regain the power of Merlin?
Show them what to push.
Hold on, I'll show you. So let's here's hold it like.
I've got it. No problem.
Okay,
fix your phone. Actually, fix your. Okay.
Here, put it like up like this.
No, that's fine. You've got it. I can just. Play.
All right, fantastic. So all you have to do, my friend, is press this button right here.
The other one at the bottom there, yes.
This one right here, the purple one.
Yep.
And now press OK. And
okay.
Turn the volume up, and the power of Merlin is in your hands.
Whoa.
Alright, so... You must be brave. Can you say that? You must be brave. Nice, now what's he do?
Backswing incoming.
What's he do?
And now all you have to do is...
Just get him in the game. Guys.
Just collect. Yeah. Wait. What do I click to collect?
This. There we go.
Okay, here we go. Power of Merlin incoming.
So, it's going to now tell you how much money you've won, which we're going to give you.
Yeah.
Nothing so far.
Do a spell on it to get the power that you need.
All good. That worked. Oh, that worked.
Keep letting him doing spells. Keep let him do a spell.
Pishana Muliane.
52. Keep it going.
Very good. Very good.
They're growing more and higher.
Oh, amazing.
$79. That's horrible. Well, we put in 300. We got 79 back.
I mean,
no, honestly,
I'll
dude.
pay the man.
No, honestly, listen. Let me say this one more time. So the power of Merlin is now in your hands. So now I'm going to tell you, since Eddie couldn't just like hit the switch one time, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you something.
That was good, though.
A real opportunity here to meet God himself.
There's money on its way.
Money on its way?
I believe it.
Check this out. Watch. Just don't talk when he does his spell. Do one more spell and hit this dice roll for, please, $500.
Whoa. No, not after that.
$500 on this dice roll. All we needed to do is land.
6 chances, what is it?
No, 50-50.
50-50.
One chance to land. You land on the green money, land on the red nothing. But hold on, you must do a spell beforehand.
And then go on the bet.
And then click the bet button. Have you ever gambled before?
No more we die.
Moment of truth. Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. No, just let him hit the button. Hit the button. Oh! The magic worked.
You won
You just made $500 US dollars.
Every penny that's in my.
Let's
just give it all to him.
Oh, well, it's my fee then for the meeting and your publicity and so on.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a gift. This is a gift. This is the gift that I said.
How much is this?
It's like 350.
We need to go to the magical ATM. Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. That's very nice.
Would you like to do more?
No, it's just good fun, you know. It's all about publicity and promoting me, as I see it.
Yeah.
That's worth real money, not just cash. But
yeah. No, but this will just help you out with your journey.
Yes.
I mean, everyone needs money for a journey.
Yeah, but not so much. What you need is a way to get the rope fund blocked. No money, no power, no influence. Block. Do you end up in a in circles?
The question is, do you want to double or nothing?
No, bro, come on, no.
No.
No need to double it?
No, it's fine. Doing nicely, thanks.
All right.
Yep, good fun though.
All right, thank you. I mean, fantastic. I mean, that's amazing.
Well, this is something I need badly.
Oh, well,
a penny coming in for 2 years now, not a penny.
Well, double or nothing would be.
I'm not on the social welfare. If I go on social welfare, I'll be controlled by the state, right? So I'm not. At the same time, I'm not living in the country, looking after myself in the woods somewhere. I actually live in a city, which is tricky. Alice will pay extra bills because she's still in the real world and I'm in this wizard's world, which is slightly more real in my opinion.
I mean, a double or nothing would be good. Because then you could get maybe like 1,000.
How are you going to get $1,000? I'll stand and deal with it.
I think it's too complicated to do it, isn't it? Because if it comes nothing out of getting, and if it goes double, you can't. It makes it a bit awkward, doesn't it?
All right. Well, no, it makes sense. The double or nothing would be it'd be too hard.
Yes, that's not.
I want him to have.
I want him to have money too.
I
so
need the money too. I need the money, so I put it in my pocket.
Well, we still owe you an extra $200.
Really?
Well, because that's only $300.
Oh, I see.
We owe you $200.
This is ridiculous. No one's come to the house before to interview me and give me money. It's ridiculous.
Can you bring us to the nearest ATM?
Alice will know where it is because I don't have an ATM.
That's fine. I mean, we'll go to the ATM and we can come back later and give you the rest.
The road in Stanmore Road, just go to the left. It's on the right. Just if you go left, there's a big traffic lights down there. You turn left, and it's just on the right.
Well, I must ask you for 2 favors then now. Favor number 1, can we do the hongi? Can we hongi?
Yeah, of course.
So maybe how should we do this?
You don't do handshake.
I mean, I don't really know.
No, it's not like a handshake at all.
Okay.
No, it's you stand up and you face each other.
It's down here.
And the hat's going to get in the way, unfortunately.
Okay.
You have to move the hats to do it. And then you simply put nose to nose along like that. That's honey.
Fantastic.
Can I get one of them as well?
Yep. You're from England too, aren't you?
Yeah. Are you from England?
Yeah, born in London.
Nice. Yeah, I'm from
Kent. Who else would have magic?
Yeah, I was going to say, and you've got the Queen on your chest as well.
So now,
Queen Service Medal, yeah.
Now that we've done the hongi.
Where are you from?
I'm from Christchurch.
Come on, hongi the man, hongi the man.
Him on our journey. Oh, nice.
Good. I watched you picking things up. He's pretty smart, isn't he? Yeah.
So now that we've done the hongi, one more favor. We need to ask you for a quest. And we must go on the. We might keep the hat back on, though.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on.
Thank you. Yeah.
Was that a bag?
Any quest you want us to go on, we will go on it now.
Anything you want? Anything? Any length? Anything.
How far?
In New Zealand.
In Christchurch?
No, in New Zealand.
Oh, it might in South Island.
South Island from here to Bluff.
No, stop, dude. In South Island.
Or going north?
We're going down next.
Right, because Oamaru is the sacred place.
Okay.
Oamaru is where Alice has got a house down there, which we call the chummery, which is the word used in India for where the English sort of rulers used to meet and chat and play games and make jokes and keep humans, as it were. And the chummery is down there. I'll give you the address of the place. And that's a man in there is so interesting, but he's got his story. It's very, very interesting indeed.
Can you
tell you the whole story because it's coming up in the future. Is
he another wizard?
He's not a wizard yet, but he's very close to one. But he doesn't want to be. He just wants to do his stuff. He's the right way. You can't say, I want to be a wizard. It doesn't work that way.
So the quest is we need to go meet this guy.
Yeah.
Can you write down the address, please?
Yeah. Do you know what is it?
Oh, maybe don't say it, but just type it.
But he's not what's the name of the place? What?
It's Oamaru, O-A-M-A-R-U.
A-R-U, and then the place, the name of the thing?
The street is...
What's the thing called?
We call it the chummery, but it's also known as Jack's Folly, but the chummery...
Jack's Folly.
Jack's Folly is just the name.
How do you spell folly?
F-O-L-L-Y.
Thank you, let me see if I can just find it.
Well, I mean, I didn't know we were saying the names, so fucking rip. But it's alright, it doesn't matter.
What?
Well, I wanted to keep the private, but it's whatever.
Do you have his email address?
No, it's like a public thing.
Oh, it's a public thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't need his email. Well, maybe I want to just go find him. That's the quest. Just go find him.
The address of where it is would be best.
David Wilson's his name.
Okay.
But he's a mad on penny farthings and has ridden up and down whole New Zealand penny farthing. I think he's also a union man from the freezing works and also works with the management to build up the meat industry because they're going to be attacked by the vegetarians who want to live off insects in the cities because they can manufacture them better than awful countryside stuff.
So read back the information that you've received.
Jack, what's his name? Sorry?
David Wilson.
David Wilson.
Everyone knows him in town, so it's a small place, so it's a lovely town. It's full of it's the best, most attractive little town. That's where the people go.
Oh yeah, here he is.
When they're escaping from Auckland and Wellington, they go to Oamaru. The artists there, wonderful gallery there, art gallery upstairs.
I have his name and I have pictures of him. He seems to be famous. It will be another very much like the Wizard quest, I feel.
And if we complete that quest, we get 1,000.
He does things non-stop. He does the garden for us. He looks up the house. He runs. He does everything really.
And we'll let him know you
sent. I lie around trying to get ideas.
Okay, that's great.
Honestly, I can't believe that you're 90. You seem so young and youthful.
Well, I haven't grown up yet, you see.
What's the secret to that?
Well, I think it's not believing in original sin, partly.
Yeah.
If you believe in original sin, you're basically something wrong with you, and only God can help you. I never felt I needed God's help to grow up. Maybe, but it's not. I don't build into my system. So the idea and also the idea that we've improved. I think human beings have gone backwards since the fall of man, which was when women took over. When women took over is when their sons, the priests, told men they're in this world to fertilise women and to work for them. Well, that isn't my idea of life. Women can have babies, it's their business, but also the separation of fatherhood from biological causation. If you say the father is the social role of the man who acts towards the child like a man should do, and give him role model and so on, and the fertilizer of the woman should be not made the same. It can be the same, but to make sure that fatherhood stays stable, you need to disconnect it from the idea that you have genes in the child, it's going to give you immortality and all that stuff, and just be the woman's lover, or, if you might combine both, or just the person in the family. Most of these societies, hunter-gatherers, the woman chose one of her relatives to be the father. You're the father, you'll drop by and keep an eye on him until he's 7, and then you join the men and so on. So the fatherhood thing is one of the big changes. I don't accept the idea of fatherhood, except social fatherhood. The need to be fertilised by a certain person, pass on the genes, hasn't occurred to me because it doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that the man and the woman have a good relationship, and that the child has got some man, different man necessarily, to be there all the time for him. If you have a row and you bust up and the father takes off, that child is in big trouble. Big trouble.
Well, yeah, fatherless children is a major problem.
Yeah, so you've got to have the fatherhood stabilised by saying it doesn't matter if it's a biological relationship, just so long as the family agrees that man is the father. I'm happy to be the father to my sister's children. If she was living here, I'd be happy to do that role, but I don't intend to have any of my own. But the idea of being a father to someone else's kids is fine, my sister. So that's one difference. The other difference is, of course, the idea of what is, you can't own anything. Hunter-gatherers can't own anything, except possibly, maybe a bow or some...
Actually, Sam could relate to this a lot.
Mm. Yeah, I gave away. I just have one suitcase.
Mm.
No, I mean, Sam doesn't have a father.
Oh, I don't have a father.
How the hell did you get by then?
Yeah, I mean, he literally just impregnated my mum and just didn't hang about.
But how on earth did your mother cope with that situation?
She's strong. She's strong.
Very strong mother.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
I didn't have a series of men afterwards that came and went then. She was consistent with you.
My brother. I have a brother who also has a different dad.
Mm-hmm.
She picks bad men.
Yeah, that's often the case, I'm afraid. They're not reared properly by their own parents to
Yeah.
see. Like the hunter-gatherers, the women choose the men. And remember, in all animals, except very few, the female chooses the male, not vice versa at all. That's why males show off and do all this dancing around and telling jokes and entertaining and do physical fitness and play sports, because that attracts the female. But the female must be watching very carefully, and a smart female will check with her mother as whether he's like that when he's not on display. What's he like when he's not doing the show? Like the rock stars, they look terrific on the stage, smoke and flame. You find that they're puppets controlled by managers. Mm-hmm. So the wonderful sight, these great rock groups, they're not independent at all. So that girls fall for it. It's a wonderful sight to see men smoke and lovely effects on the stage, great stuff. And I love the shamanism of that, but it's not genuine.
So the quest that we must go on. We see David. Yeah. We say you sent us.
Yeah.
Is there anything we need to do with David?
Improvise when you get there, because he's got an interesting. He's travelled. He's helped set up small communities in India to be self-sufficient.
Oh, I can ask him about Deepak.
Yeah, he's done that. He's also looked after the heritage buildings in Almery. They want to knock them down. He's been battling to save them. He was the first chairman of the trust that was set up to protect these. They're so exceptional. They actually. Storerooms and wheat stores and grain stores and sheep things from the great boom in Ormuz in the late 19th century. Boom like here and so on. Then suddenly all stopped.
I need to call Deepak.
And they were like Eastern Europe. They were maroon with some really lovely old buildings. Now in the rest of the world they knock them all down because it's common. But if you stop suddenly and the boom collapses, then you have these fantastic buildings still there. So the next years you bring in Victorian town at work. They have people working there at forges. They make things, weave things, and this is what they wanted to do. But the council has just sabotaged every attempt they made. They want so badly to take the buildings off these people that were granted these buildings. So there's a war going on in the council, who are a bunch of crooks and lie and cheat and fix things, and these little group are trying to preserve the old buildings. So he's in the thick of that fight.
Hold on, my friend. Can you talk to my friend Deepak? He's one of those Indians that your friend Andrew may have helped.
He's in the south of India. Where's Deepak from?
Deepak. Say hello to the wizard.
Hello, Deepak. Greetings.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, which part of India are you from?
I'm from Delhi.
Oh, well, then my friend was in the south mainly, working in the bottom of India, so... All right, so, but it won't be the same here. But you'll get on with him. He's a lovely chap. You'd like to meet him.
What's your name, sir? What's your name? You are Dumbledore?
No, he's a phony. He's not a real wizard. He's just in a book. No, in a book, people write books about wizards to make money. They write books about wizards to make money or to become famous. They aren't wizards. I've lived now since 1968 without any social welfare, and I don't pay income tax. Which means I have to live in the real world, and I like living in the real world. It's exciting and tremendous. Most people are on puppets on strings, I'm afraid. Not in India. India's full of weird guys. I know India's an exception. It's so tolerant compared with this place. So
you looks like Dumbledore.
Oh yeah, I've got to look right, so I wear the hat, you know. But it's all a fake thing. It's what's in here that counts, not how you look on the outside. Anyway, it's disappeared from the screen now. Maybe it's there, but anyway, it was nice. Yeah, Delhi. Oh yes, Alice knows Delhi.
All right, thank you, Deepak.
Alice goes to India regularly and goes on the ashram. She knows the Hindu religion.
Oh really?
It's in yoga. Alice, my friend.
Oh really?
So she's well in. She knows a lot about the nuns all over the world. She's mad on being a nun, but she couldn't do the obedience stuff.
Yeah.
All right, well, we need to be going now.
Yeah, well, no.
We'll hit the ATM.
Can we get a picture together, Paul? Me, you,
yeah,
and,
let's do it.
Can you take this?
Maybe hold this to
So
it.
you're going to make a note up the road here, this way.
Yeah, we'll go to the ATM, we'll come back.
You go to the traffic lights there, turn left, it's just on the right, up where the shops are. That's where it used to be now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, heading in.
Maybe one a bit closer as well. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Sir.
Well, I'm glad we got someone here.
Pleasure, yes.
What's your name again?
Matthew Rucker.
Okay, Matthew.
Wait, can you do that one more time? I've got to take this jacket off. It like literally absorbed all the light from the picture.
Yeah, I'm outside the art centre nearly every day.
Clip what? The Deepak thing?
So you need to chat sometime. I'm there, and the trams go by. Every tram stops. I get on the tram and I bless the passengers.
Oh, really?
Because the tram company isn't run by the council. It's an independent group.
Nice,
and they're
smart
people. They know it helps. And they all cheer and the children get high fives and it's like an explosion of joy.
Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's do this one more time.
Explosion of joy.
Maybe one spell for the road so we have good luck. Just one spell for the road. Just for good luck, you know what I'm
I'll
saying?
do it as you leave the door.
Okay, perfect.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye.
Well, I'm connected.
Thanks for the money.
Of course. Well, hold on. I'm connected to your Wi-Fi, so we should do the wizard spell now.
Take your new old map. You're going to need this because the other side is the infinite universe, which proves that heaven is at the centre of the universe, or the Big Bang is, or they both are. It's just like this one. It depends if inside out or up.
And you did this. This is your.
Yeah, this came from a strange source in 1972. I came across the model, and no one seemed to realise the potential it has. It has a huge potential. You can actually locate heaven, and it's right up there. On all points of the Earth's surface, it's straight above us. Wherever you are on any planet, if you just invert your planet, it goes to the same place. So it's like the Big Bang.
Well, I need to.
It's the true centre of the entire cosmos.
What's it called? Like this guy, this psychic dude, said on Saturday, September 2nd, something bad is supposed to happen to me. So I want a good luck spell so nothing bad happens on Saturday to me.
Well, that's it. Yes, you have to go to heaven for that one. Yes, your best spells up at heaven. So.
But I don't want to die yet, though.
No, but when you go to heaven, I mean, heaven is where the vibes are coming from, and the bad ones coming from the other end. And you can feel them pulling you down like, that seriousness, heaviness. You start to cheat and lie and cover your tracks and you go down.
I felt that before. I felt that before. The bad things pulling you down. I don't understand how what you've said relates necessarily to my life, but I can understand that it has. I've felt that before.
Well, there's love, which is more important than envy or hatred. And there's logic, which means that even though it hurts your reputation and makes you look stupid, you have to say it because it's true. And that's terribly dangerous to do at school or anywhere else. But last, most of all, is levity. That sheer lightness of being, that unbearable lightness of being, where you feel you're floating up. And that's what I've been guided by since 1968. Before then I was a bit like it, but I managed to work out that the Big Bang is not possible. The things are ridiculous. It's a joke. It's a farce. So is heaven. They're both impossible, but they're both there, and they both suit. The alpha point is the Big Bang, and the omega point is heaven, and that fits entirely to Chardin's remarkable cosmology. As a Christian who wouldn't accept the fall of man, he was breaking the rules a bit, but he was a very good thinker.
And that's a beautiful way to tie it all
And Master
together,
McLuhan was in his footsteps. Master McLuhan said some remarkable things when he was popular. That the medium is the message. That, when you think about that, means the electronic medium will be saying different things from a printed media, different from spoken media. Each one communicates different messages, and I prefer speaking to writing or electronics.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much.
Let's
hit that spell, and then we'll give you back. Yeah. We'll come back with that 200.
Yeah. Okay. So we go. I'll do the spell as we go. Do you want to do it in the doorway as you go?
Well, I think we should do it right here because the Wi-Fi is very inconsistent.
Okay. Oh, the Wi-Fi thing. Yeah.
It's very inconsistent. Let's do it right here.
This is for what? Just good luck spell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Luck.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. What is that? What is that? What is that?
Oh, there's a bit of bling there. Just
a bling. Okay.
Silly thing on it. It's big enough. Most of them are small. That's quite a good one to swing around. So,
all right. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Nice to meet you guys.
We'll come back with that 200 in a little bit.
And also, you can also send me an email some other time. I hope there's a book. I've written a book called The Fun Revolution, which has got it all in there.
Oh yeah, I'll check it out.
Your house is cool.
And that's on Amazon.
The Fun Revolution.
The
Revolution.
It's still got another title, Jack's Adventures in Ideology Land.
We should do.
I see myself like Alice. She's up against these monsters.
Do you live?
And wasn't frightened of them.
Like, this is cool, man. You read all these books.
Yeah. Alice is as bad as I am.
You got like any potions or anything?
She's here in the background somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Better say hello just before you go.
He said he had a potion.
Alice.
May I walk with you or follow you or?
Alice. Alice, come say hello before they go. They're going now. Yes, books, papers, bits of exhibitions, paintings. It's full of junk, this place.
No, it's full of cool stuff.
A tidy mind and untidy.
Wanted to meet the wizard.
So you've achieved it.
Of course.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's a fiancée. That's the best way to describe her. A romantic attachment that lasts a very long time.
Over this side of town, I'll just stay with you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
Okay, see you again. If you can find it. The
Appreciate
ATM machine's in Tranbos somewhere still, isn't it? On the right? The ATM machine.
The ATM machine, well, there's one in the supermarket. But there's a Westpac one if you go left into Stanmore Road.
That's the easy one to go to. Yeah, just on the right.
It's on the right-hand side.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
see you again.
just past Gloucester
There was some
Street.
cash. I apparently won some money, some strange little thing.
Oh, yeah, we did the power of Merlin slot machine, pragmatic, and he won. No, he lost. But then when he did a spell, we did our dice roll for 50-50, and he won $500. So we're gonna go. We gave him 300.
Really?
We're gonna come back and give him another 200. Would you like to try? I can let you get a spin at it.
No, I'll leave it to you.
All right, no problem.
Push your luck.
Now, you know where to go? I don't know that those instructions were very good.
I have no idea.
Just down the traffic light, turn left, it's on the right.
Yeah, if you go down there, turn left into Stanmore Road, which is...
Oh, yeah.
And take up the
river
shops,
goes.
and it's on the right.
Yeah, it's just over Gloucester Street. Where the shop is.
Here, hold on. Let me just move. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the plan now? We need to check into the jail, bro.
Well, ATM, bro.
ATM, come back here.
Yes.
But how are we going to pull out money? We maxed out your card.
How do I open this gate?
Let me do it. Now, push it. Pull it.
Oh, you good? What happened?
I think you sliced off the top of my finger. Get out the gate.
No way.
Get out the gate.
Are you alright? Let me see your finger. Let me see your finger. You good? Let me see it.
They're pretty nasty.
It's alive.
No, you good, bro.
It's gonna go black.